interview seats. How do you feel today?
Good. It's hot out. Good.
You are the star pitcher in the country, right? Number 2 pitcher?
I don't think so.
Ranking wise, yes?
Don't look at rankings.
Are you proud of that? No? Or are you
I'm just happy to be who I am and pitching how I pitch. So I don't really look at rankings and stuff like that.
Oh, so down to earth. Okay. All right. Let's sit on these chairs. Nice brown chairs. I'll sit here.
Okay.
All right. Dustin, do you know the term 용병?
No, I do not.
Okay, you're a 용병 here, which comes from the word mercenary, foreign player. As a 용병, okay, what made you come to Korea and play for Doosan Bears?
I felt like I was just at a point in my career where I was in the major leagues, and then I got taken off the roster, and then I wanted to stay a major league job, so I wanted to stay in the major leagues, but no teams would offer me that. So then I started searching for, my agent and I started searching in Japan, and then also Korea came up, but I had no idea anything about Korea when I first heard about it, so I was a little bit leery at first. But then we started talking to the team here, everything sounded good, and then when I decided to sign here, I just had no idea anything about the country or anything like that, so I just came in kind of just uneducated, I guess, yeah, and just I'm totally blown away and glad I made the decision to come here. Yeah.
Blown away in what sense?
Just like how the people are. I mean, how the country is. How they love baseball here. It's amazing. I mean, the fans are. That's one of the best things I like here about this country. I mean, they're very adamant about their teams and who they like and who they root for and stuff, and that's pretty special.
Okay, and what's so different about playing for a Korean team as opposed to Texas Rangers in the U.S.?
Well, obviously the whole language thing. That's for me. I mean, because I don't hardly speak any Korean. I don't understand. I mean, I try to learn it, but sometimes the guys speak too fast, and I have a translator and stuff like that. So that's the only way I can communicate with my teammates. And that makes it hard when my catcher needs to come out and talk to me on the mound, where our vocabulary is very limited. So it makes that difficult. But I mean, other than that, I mean, no matter where you go, I mean, baseball is baseball. Guys kind of know what to do, and everything's the same. So, I mean, once you get on the baseball field, everything just kind of takes care of itself.
Right, okay. So when you first came to Korea, did anyone give you a hard time?
No, not at all. I never had any problems here. Why, should they give me a hard time?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
No, I mean, everybody's very nice. I mean, that's another reason that my teammates, the coaching staff, the front office, GM, president, everybody, I mean, are very nice, polite, treat me well, treat my family well, and that's one of the reasons that we decided to come back, and it made our decision to come back a lot easier.
So, what do you call these guys, your teammates? Do you call them Hyung? Do you call them
I try to their name. Just call them by their name. So, I mean, they call everybody like in Korea, and then they bow to me and stuff, and Proctor and stuff. But we try to tell them, you don't have to. Like, we're not. I mean, if they have to because the coach is around, that's fine. But when it's just us by ourselves personally, then they just treat us as equals. So, I mean, that's how it is in the States. So, I don't want to be treated with any special treatment or anything because I'm older. I just want to be the same as the guys. So.
I see. What about your locker room culture? Is it any different from the U.S.?
I mean, no, not really. It's just like the whole thing here about anything that's different is the language, because the communication barrier and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, I mean, guys act the same, and we all have fun get together and stuff like that. So yeah. What
about 회식? You know what 회식s are, right? The team dinners.
Yeah. I don't drink a whole lot. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm fine with not drinking very often. Yeah. So I just try to. I mean, I'll drink. I mean, I'll go out a little bit and have some fun with the guys and stuff like that. But I don't drink very often at all. So.
I see. Okay. What about Korean fans? Do you find them a bit unique, or was there anything to write home about?
I feel like the fans here are amazing. I mean, they're into the game no matter what. They cheer for their team. Sometimes in the States, you can notice some fans show up late to the games and they're talking on their cell phones or texting and stuff during the game. But here, I mean, from the first pitch to the last pitch, they're rooting for their team and wanting them to hit a home run or strike a guy out, and they're cheering for their team. So I mean, it's really awesome.
What about the cheerleaders? Do you see them? I mean, do they inspire you when you're pitching?
Like the fans or like the actual cheerleaders?
The cheerleaders.
I don't really notice anything when I'm pitching. So I mean, as a pitcher, and I mean, sure as the rest of the guys, when we're on the field, it's just we're focused on the tasking. I mean, just focus on the baseball and stuff like that. I mean, really don't notice anything else going on around us. And I think if you do, then you're really not doing your job. So.
Okay. Do you get those cheerleaders in the U.S. as well?
I don't know if they call them like different things in the U.S., but some different teams have them and stuff like that. I mean, like try to like get the crowd going in, and they like do like a bunch of, in the States it's more like promotional stuff where they like throw T-shirts out and stuff like that. I don't really know if I think maybe like the one team, Florida Marlins, they might have cheerleaders, but I don't know about any other teams that actually have like cheerleaders and stuff.
Just because we're staying on the subject of cheerleading, are you a fan of Girls' Generation, 소녀시대? Do you know them?
Girls' Generation, I know Girls' Generation because my translator Hyun, his cousin, sings for them. So.
Oh, yeah. I see.
So that's the only one. That's the only reason I know them. That's the only one I know.
Are you sure?
That's
Your
the only
wife
one.
Might not be watching this.
No, I mean that's the only reason. I mean I don't understand the songs. I mean obviously when we're out here they're playing music and stuff during the game, so I'm always asking my translator, "Oh, is that your cousin singing?" and stuff like that, and he'll say yes or no. So, but that's the kind of only names that of the group that I know. So.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to baseball, not Girls' Generation.
Yeah, try to get me in trouble.
All right. In 2010, there was a serious injury. Was that one of your biggest challenges?
It's one of the biggest unexpected things that happened in my career. I mean, nobody really goes out and expects to get hit with a line drive in the side of the head. So, I mean, but just overcoming that, I mean, and having that happen to me was just totally unexpected, and the repercussions of that was kind of different too. I mean, I was just dizzy for a few weeks, couldn't really do anything. I would get on a bike and try to ride a bike for a little bit and just get headaches and stuff like that. But I mean, after like a month and everything, like doing my rehab and finally getting back to where I was, I haven't had any repercussions or anything like that from it. So.
Obviously, you've made it very big as a baseball player. You know, growing up from a small town in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
You know, a heroic icon in a way. What are some of the other challenges that you've had to face as a baseball player?
I mean, I guess every day. I mean, every day is another day. You get older, and there's younger players coming up every day. I mean, every year there's new players trying to take your job. I mean, they're not actually going after your job or trying to get you fired or anything like that, but there's younger guys that are more talented each and every year. I just kind of got to try to work as hard as I can every day and just stay to the best of my pitch, to the best of my ability. And then, but at that aspect, I can't try to change who I am as a person. I need to just be who I am and understand that I'm not going to be a guy that throws 100 miles an hour or has a nasty slider and stuff like that. I mean, if I try to do that kind of stuff, then I feel like I would just be working against myself instead of for myself. So just see what happens. Okay.
And let's talk about your life here in Korea. Oh, before that, just one other question.
Okay.
In terms of challenges, who is your biggest challenge?
Here in Korea, Lee Byung-gyu, number 9 for LG last year. Every time I would pitch against, I always had decent success against the team as a whole. But every time I would pitch against him, he would get a hit. No matter what I would throw him, I threw every pitch I had, but he would get a hit every time. And he would get on first base, and he would look at me, and I would just look at him and laugh and just shake my head. And it's just like, I cannot get that guy out. I mean, he's definitely a great competitor and a great hitter, so I definitely respect him a lot. And
what about Lee Dae-ho?
Yeah, I mean, that's another guy. I mean, like, he's not here this year. I mean, that's a kind of a good thing for us. He's in Japan, but I mean, I've heard he's doing well in Japan. And last year, I mean, just coming over here and seeing him, he's a power hitter, but he knows the game a lot too. When he has guys on base, he doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't try to hit a home run every time. He tries to hit the ball in the gap, and just a very smart and educated player that knows the game really well.
Let's talk about your life here in Korea.
Okay.
How do you enjoy it? I mean, what do you do?
My kids and my wife and myself, I mean, we try to, every off day, we have Mondays off, so that's a good thing when we're not traveling and stuff. We try to, last year we were kind of limited. We were kind of narrow-minded and just kind of like stayed around because we were kind of scared to like venture out a little bit. But this year we have a car, so we're driving and we drive around. We go to, we've been to like Everland, Seoulland. We go to the zoo, Lotte World, just things for the kids to enjoy themselves on the off days, because every other day I have to come to the field and don't get to spend a whole lot of time with them. So we try to definitely capitalize on the days off and enjoy ourselves and be together as a family.
Yeah, write your soul searching word here.
Can it just be like letters? Like my wife My wife refers to us as like ACDC, like it's all of our initials together.
Oh, okay, all right, that works.
She does that, and then like the year we got married and stuff. Is that all right to do that? I mean, she. Okay.
This is all yours.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I can just write it right here.
Right.
Okay.
ACDC. Okay. So what does that mean?
This is my daughter, Aubrey, Caden, Dustin, Carrie. My daughter, son, me, and my wife, and the year we got married.
2004.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet. And your Korean word.
Spell it. Spell it.
You can spell it
Sincha is
any way you want.
S-I-N-C-H-A.
Jinja, I think is a J maybe.
Oh, J?
J-I-N.
Oh, it's Jinsa? Jincha. Jincha.
With a double J. So it's like a double J in the middle.
I-N-J.
Jinja.
A. And
With
then
a question mark. It's always a question, right? So why do you say this word often?
just messing around with my trainers, or whenever they say something to me, or I'll hear them say something in Korean, I don't know what they're saying, so I just say it and just like look at them, and they just look at me and start laughing because they know I have no idea what they're saying, and I don't know what they're saying either, so they just think it's funny.
But it's a sign of friendship, I guess.
Yeah, we're a team. We have to have fun together and stuff like that. I mean, if you came here and treated it as a like a business or an office atmosphere, it would kind of be boring every day. So I mean, you kind of got to make light of every situation and have fun and stuff.
All right, got it. Thank you so much for your time, sir, today,
no problem.
Dustin. All right, we'll be playing you. We'll be seeing you. Not playing you. We'll be seeing you in the field again.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'm here.